Guys, this is Naman, and in this video, I'll be talking about a stock that is setting up really well on charts. And if things are right and market conditions are favorable, the stock can be a great winner in coming times. So, the name of the company is Bikaji Foods, and I think everybody knows about this company. They are into snacking, and they came with an IPO last year in November. And if we talk about the price action during initial days of IPO, the stock was sideways for next 3 4 days after it got listed, and then it went up 44% in next 4 days. That shows that there was this great buying interest in the stock, and there was this fine VCP that was there in the stock, and I traded this pattern back then, and I'll explain the rationale. So logic was pretty simple. The stock had a great buying force of 44% up, and it contracted 22% first time, then contracted 12% the second time, and third time it contracted only 4%, 4.5%. So I thought that this was the last contraction that the stock had, and I thought it was done with its contractions. So my entry in the stock was around, you know 440, 441, and the logic was pretty simple that the stock broke out from this range, and it closed above this range. So I bought some shares above this range, and I bought at around 440, and the stop loss was 414. And the logic is, I thought this correction was over, and the low of this candle would be fine to keep as stop loss. So the next day, I after I bought it, wait, I'll maybe yeah. So this is the candle I had my buying, and the next day the stock went down 5%, but it was above my uh, stop loss level, and I was not really worried. So I didn't really sell stocks here, you know. And again, the next day it opened up gap down 5%, and I sold the shares at right at the opening and around 400. I didn't wait for my stop loss level to come, that was 414. I sold them at opening at around 400, and since then the stock has been moving into sideways, and it is not showing any major price action. And recently it broke out of the ultimate high of 445.90. So if we talk about the price action here, so the stock, after gapping down, went into sideways price action, and it formed a mini base within the bigger base, and it broke out of that mini base in you know June last month, on I think 14th to 12th of June, and it came back up, took resistance of 445.90, and again came back down within the base. So the two things that are important is, first is, as I've told you, that whenever stock gaps down, so that gap down price usually creates a resistance for the right side of the chart. So when the stock gap down here, so that price was acting as a resistance on the right side, you can see here. So the stock had to consolidate for 5 6 days, and then it tested the ultimate resistance that the stock had at around 445.90. But if you see this big red black volume bar, this was the promoter selling 15 lakh shares, Mr. So I was tracking this company back then, and MD of this company, Mr. Deepak Agarwal, sold around 15 lakh shares just around at the high of the stock, that was 445.90. And I thought that was a red flag that the company had. And MD selling shares right at the high is not a good information to take in. But if you see the shareholding pattern, the FIIs and DIs have been continuously increasing the stakes in this company, and the stock also broke out of the ultimate high of 445.90, or you can call it the ultimate resistance of 445.90, and it is right now retesting that levels and consolidating right there. So I would add the stock at current market price, with a stop loss of 440. But I, as you guys know, that I am 100% invested. I've already made a video of my portfolio, and I really don't have funds to add this stock. But if my stops get hit in any of my positions, existing positions, or if I book out of profits, I would definitely look into this stock, because I see no or very less uh, negatives in this company. This is a renowned company, and it's a great price structure. So I would try to add this company. And if I have to give you example of the same structure, so there's this company called Dream Folks. So they came with an IPO in September last year, and there was no buying interest in initial days of the IPO, and the stock went into sideways price action. But when it broke out of the ultimate resistance that the stock had, it went on to give 50% return in just 52 days. So one more example is Cinema Technologies. Same thing happened with this stock. When broke out of the ultimate resistance that the stock had, it went on to give 43% returns in matter of just 52 days. So yeah, this is how you know the IPOs behave when they break out from the ultimate highs. And one stock that I'm already holding in my portfolio is K Fintech, and I already explained the rationale. The rationale is same as all the IPO setups that I talk about. That it came down after listing, came back up, and now it broke out of the ultimate resistance of IPO day high, and right now it's consolidating near the IPO day high. So this stock can also be added above 389.65. So this is the same pattern that's been happening in Bikaji. So see, the price structure is common. It's a pattern. It's the same pattern that the companies have. The name of the company might change, and I really don't care about the name of the company. What I really care about, how price is acting. Is it the bullish structure or the bearish? I really don't care about the name of the company. I might buy this company even if I was not known to this company, even it was complete unknown company to me. But if the price structure is bullish, I go ahead and buy the company, or I buy some shares of that company. So this is how the price behaves irrespective of the name of the company. So the emotions of people remain same. This is how the price behaves. And I trade structures, I trade uh, price, I don't trade companies. So yeah, this is one bullish structure that I see. I'm very bullish on this company, and I might add this company if I get some extra funds. And you can do your own uh, due diligence and add, if you think this is a right company. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. This is it from my side. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah.